2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And how about the Bucks, who are showing calm as they come and with
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland.
Here we go.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And a wide-open look for McCollum. His 3-pointers off the mark. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. And he dunks it down.
Look, when someone's open, Lopez will find him, using his height to see over the defense.
Now Lillard lets it go with the 3. Drains the 3-pointer. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
And here is DiVincenzo. After Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. 6 to shoot. Pass to Middleton. And the shot goes down.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Lillard with it. Nurkic up top. McCollum outside. Back to Nurkic. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. McCollum against DiVincenzo. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Here's Giannis. Holiday looking over the floor. Pass to Lopez. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Executing the plan here early. Still haven't missed a shot.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's McCollum. The shot missing. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Up the floor. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
McCollum outside. Fires for 3. Drills the 3-pointer.
He's a volume 3-point shooter. McCollum looks to take this shot often for this very reason.
Giannis against Covington. Giannis passes to Middleton. Outside Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Offline with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Powell, no one around him. No good on the 3. The Bucks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Middleton. The shot that time not on target. And the Trailblazers going the other way. McCollum dishes to Covington. Lillard outside. He feeds it to Nurkic, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. Offensive rebound, Cantor. It's good. This game is all even.
Now, that's the staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Here is Forbes, covered by Lillard. Puts the move on. Forbes can't get it to go. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Jones kicks to Anthony. Passes it to Cantor. For Middleton, Cantor's shot is off.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
And Portis throws it down.
I mean, he's got a lot of smarts on the court, but Tucker doesn't need to think too much on that assist. He was wide open.
Lillard way outside and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Connaughton off target from three-point range. Portland trailing here. Anthony taking his time here. Here's Simons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Cantor. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. That one misses. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Bucks. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked about.
I know that when the main guy.
I think he's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Well, no question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Portland, Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at shooting guard.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
And so here's Portland after the basket by Milwaukee. Now here's Lillard, guarded closely. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive. Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Outside Anthony. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Kanter. McCollum outside. From past the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. Here's Connaughton, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Yeah, well, that's what I like to see from Tucker. Head up, looking to use his teammates. He's a smart player. He knows he can't do it all by himself.
Cantor's shot is off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Rodions Kurucs. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Now, here's Kanter. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And you got to appreciate the length Lopez has. He's effective at using it to stifle shooting.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from McCollum. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Norman Powell subbed in for Jones. Now here's McCollum. 6 points for him. To the inside. Here's Nurkic over Lopez. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Brook Lopez.
You can't jump at the pump fake. Nurkic is too skilled at getting defenders up in the air.
Damian Lillard's checked in for Portland. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Milwaukee leading by 5. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. And Giannis throws it down.
Hey, guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Now, here's Lillard. And the pass to Nurkic. Now here's Powell. Portland again missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now a 9-point Milwaukee lead.
Look, I love to see more of this from Lopez. He has the size to be a force on the glass.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And he gets it to go.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Here's Holiday. Lopez. It's good on the putback. Lopez has got the lead up to 9 now for Milwaukee.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Middleton against Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Holiday against Lillard. Now here is Holiday. Not a lot of room. Here's Giannis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Giannis has got 8 here in the quarter.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the set.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a rope. That's all for now.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. But this team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Middleton. And stolen by Lillard. One-on-one fast break. Powell dishes to McCollum. That one off the back iron and out.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's are over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in two different settings.
Yeah, I mean, two very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to Vancouver.
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. And it's the Bucks on the break. And he banks in the layup. Connaughton's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Here's Simons. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Pass to Nora. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Back to Antetokounmpo over Anthony. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Trailblazers trail by 11. Jones, the pass to Anthony. Now Powell. Down low. Stolen by Tucker. Here is Forbes. Covered by Anthony. Antetokounmpo, no good.
Come on, you got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
2 shots.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Lillard's checked in for Portland. And so Jones nails both of them. Bucks leading by 9. Here is Forbes. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 1:46 left in the third quarter. Passes it to Nora. Shot clock at 6. The Bucks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Both shots good from the stripe. Trailblazers trail by 11. Lillard outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Lets the 3 fly. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 6th rebound on the night. He kicks to Lillard. It's good. Lillard's got 4 points this quarter.
Lillard is phenomenal at penetrating to the bucket. His speed, athleticism, difficult to slow down.
Here is Forbes, covered by Lillard. Outside Portis. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Forbes, beyond the arc. And Jones pulls it down. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 9 points. Here's Nwora, defended by Jones. Nwora can't get it to go. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. A putback. Jones trying to get open. Cantor. He dishes it to Jones. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The three-pointer is right on target.
You better play up on Lillard at all times, especially when the pass is coming his way. You got to know he's ready to shoot once he catches it.
Forbes the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding on to an 8-point lead, heading it. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, they've got Derek Jones. Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's McCollum in at the point guard position. He gets that one. Lopez has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Bucks. McCollum passes to Kanter, and it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Both teams will make substitutions. Bucks on defense. And here's McCollum for 3. Nurkic in the post, defended by Portis. Just 5 to shoot. McCollum passes to Nurkic, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
You know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a role out on his team.
That's tipped. It's McCollum on the wing. Pulls up from the corner. Yep, right through the net. And that's now 8 points for C.J. McCollum. Bucks leading by 7.
And Simon's a bit undersized at that 2-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Simons surveying the D. Inside. Here's Nurkic. Anthony in the corner. Kicks it to McCollum. For the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Portis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Nwora, the pass to Tucker. Jacks up a 3. Nwora can't get it to go.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Portland also making some changes. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony, and Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Nurkic.
Well, I love Nurkic's shot selection. I mean, outstanding at getting to his spots and converting.
Lillard against Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Lillard attacking. The shot misses. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Outside Holiday. But they'll get another chance. Trailblazers trail by 10. To the middle. Covington kicks to Nurkic. Lillard with no one around. Misses the three.
With all these three-pointers he's missed in the first half, he's become a weight around him now. I tell this guy to be more unselfish.
Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in. And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
I'm trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Milwaukee.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other two.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis.
I mean, he had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball.
DiVincenzo against McCollum. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Shot from the wing. The shot, no good. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. Some good moment. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap. have got a few injuries on their bench. Less options, but you'd think not too big of an impact for them.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at center. And for the Clippers, Batum's out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the 2. Well, great fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
You can see there's complete trust in Paul George in pick and rolls. Fantastic at taking advantage of the defense and the separation they give him.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to Lopez. Giannis outside. Batum with the steal. To the paint. Here's George. And no good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. The feed now to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Now here's Kennard. Outside Leonard. George with no one around. Kept alive.
A hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
And here's Holiday. The pass to Lopez. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard. On defense, the Clippers. Now Middleton.
This guy is a perennial all-defensive team member. The wingspan, a problem for offensive players.
Can't connect from short range.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Stolen by Holiday. And they're pushing it up. The finish throws down the breakaway jam.
And the best part of that sequence wasn't Holiday's steal, but his quick decision to push the ball and start the break. That's when the D's most vulnerable, and he took advantage.
Now here's George.
Well, this guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Middleton for 3. The shot, no good. Clippers trail by 4. Shoots the 3. That's good for George on the assist by Leonard. George has got 5.
You've got to be prepared on the catch to release quickly, and Paul George does that as well as anyone in the league.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Here's Lopez. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And the baseline jumper, no good. Los Angeles is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. George, no good.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy, just struggling to make shots right now.
Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. The kick out to Holiday. Here's Giannis. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's the break. From deep, George doesn't go for him. Milwaukee leading by 3. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Nicholas Batum.
You know this, if you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Javi Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
That was nice, guys. The determination, the toughness, not going to shy away from the boards.
And that's dunked by Giannis.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Rondo looking over the floor. Pass to Patterson. Will it go? Forbes with the rebound. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And that does it for the first quarter. The Bucks on top. They're up by 8. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes for
this game. It's
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Morris. He's out there with Patrick Patterson. And it's Oturu in at the 5. Here's Portis, and the layup is good. Portis has got the lead up to 10 now for the Bucks.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
There's Jackson with the 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And Los Angeles guys shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Bucks leading by 10. Forbes the pass to Connaughton. He kicks it to Tucker. Dishes to Forbes. Now here's Tucker. No points in the game yet for him. Shot clock at 5. Here's Nora. And it's off from 3-point range. Feeds it to Patterson. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. Right side, Portis. Nora, the pass to Connaughton. Second shot opportunity. Passes to Nora. But they recover it. Fires from deep. Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Oturu. Back to Patterson. To stop the drought. It's deflected, and they get it back. The lead now cut to single digits. 1:56 left to play here in the half. Here is Forbes. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this area at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. that wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
He hits both from the stripe. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. .116 left in the first half. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, Brook Lopez demonstrating his abilities as a passer. This is a team player with very unselfish instincts.
Here's Batum. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
And Holiday, here we go. Good work there as it goes. Holiday's got his second basket of the game.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Here's Leonard. Softly drops in the floater.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Milwaukee leading by 10. And here's Holiday. Ball's knocked loose. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Holiday with it. Working on Zubac. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You want to be an NBA point? Take notes on Holiday running that pick and roll. Sometimes taking it yourself is the best option.
Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Paul George. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Thanks for the great interview, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, it was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 11 points and 6. And that's a wrap with the third quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
On the court for the Bucks. On the court for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. Now George. Rebounded by the Bucks.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
The 3 for DiVincenzo. Milwaukee keeping it alive. A new 14.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Kennard for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Holiday dishes to Middleton. Back to Holiday. Giannis outside. Clock at 6. Back to Holiday. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Lopez, no luck.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach to us to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
The three from George. Drills it from outside. George has got 11 points.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
There's the pass to Giannis. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Luke Kennard. Now here's Rondo. Shot from 12. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Stolen by Jackson. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Here's George. Finished off the break. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Paul George routinely making these difficult shots look easy. He's showing how dominant he truly is.
Here is Forbes. Here's Giannis. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Stripped away. Fast break, Milwaukee. All going up court. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
No good on the triple. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Down by 15. Jackson. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Connaughton kicks to Giannis. He dishes it to Forbes. 6 to shoot. Tipped away. The tray. And no good that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Mr. Morris leaves no doubt.
Bucks leading by 13. Giannis outside. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jackson from long range. Giannis grabs the miss. Giannis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And it's George finishing it off.
The speed in transition. Paul George is dynamic in space.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Milwaukee. 13 points up at the end of the period. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Reggie Jackson. Patrick Patterson is out there with Morris. And it's Oturu in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Connaughton. And with the rebound.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Patterson, that's good.
To me, when Patrick Patterson is hitting from deep, it makes everything easier for his teammates. He has got tremendous touch.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Jackson, and the shot goes in. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Bucks leading by 12. Outside Portis. Count that one. 8 points for Bobby Portis.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Now here is Holiday. Inside, here's Lopez. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. George with the ball. Rebounded by the Bucks. Holiday's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Down low. Portis in the post, defended by Batum, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal foul at the line.
Free throw, good, Portis.
Taking 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Clippers trail by 19. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Brook Lopez.
Well, Kawhi has become one of the smartest offensive players in the game. Understanding use of the shot fake and what it can give you.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Portis. Back to Holiday. The 3 for DiVincenzo. That shot misses. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 17-point game. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Milwaukee.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Pass to Forbes. Here's Karuch.
Come to me, come to me.
And it's the Clippers' ball. They trail by 14. And here's Leonard from 3. That shot off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. and the Bucks lead by 16.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And here's Leonard from 3. And the miss. So no problem for Milwaukee. Is all right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the full. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
And the Clippers starting five. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubats in at the center position. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Lillard the pass to Nurkic. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And it's Leonard missing. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. Nurkic can't hit.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
And that one is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
George against McCollum. Right side George. Passes it to Kennard. And a miss there on the triple. And Zubats picks up the foul. That's his first foul. For Portland, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Lillard against Kennard. Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
Refuses to let contact deter him from scoring. I'm a fan of Lillard's willingness to challenge defenders.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's George. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Kennard against Lillard. Nurkic can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Kennard for 3, and the 3 ball is good.
The range of Luke Kennard on display. This guy is a lights-out shooter.
Lillard the pass to Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
The shot's good. Lillard's got 6. 1:43 left here in the first quarter. George against McCollum, and that one drops.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Lillard outside. Pass to Nurkic. Poked away. And Lillard kicks to Covington. Back to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Powell dishes to McCollum. No good with the triple. Los Angeles leading by 5. Morris looking over the floor. 55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Nurkic with the block. And here's McCollum for 3. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Pass to Nurkic. Banked in off the glass. Nurkic has got his second basket.
and such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
George passes to...
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And Nurkic gets it to go.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Clippers have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. And George, here we go. Good D by McCollum. That's a 2 from Powell. And that one released in time, but no good.
Enters the league as a great defender. Now Leonard's an elite defender. Multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards.
Damian Lillard told us before the game.
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from...
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Trailblazers, Giles is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1. Jones drives in. No good that time, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Now here's Jackson. He's covered closely to the inside. Patterson. The rebound by Giles.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Simons surveying the D. Anthony against Batum. Anthony down low. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Mann, defended by Jones. And they call the fouls. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Jackson kicks to Patterson. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Patterson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Count it.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Now the Clippers moving it up. Patterson can't get it to go. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. 7-point differential. Here's Mann. Not going to go that time. And it's Portland the other way. Here's Anthony. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Reggie Jackson. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
George against McCollum. Here's Zubats. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Excellent D from Cantor. Jones, the pass to McCollum. And it's sent back by George.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
Morris kicks to Leonard. The pass to Zubats. There's the feed to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 9. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Anthony, and Norman Powell subbed in for Derek Jones.
One of the more instinctive passes over the last decade. Rondo quickly locates the open man.
Lillard hammering it in.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Morris finds Leonard. They get it back. A 3-ball. Rebounded by McCollum. Lillard left side. Foul for 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 3rd assist on the night. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 8 points and 1 block. That's all for now.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Patrick Patterson. He's out there with Batum. And it's Jackson in at the point.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's man. Jackson in the corner. From outside, off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 6. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard scanning the floor. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Clippers leading by 4. Now here's Jackson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Back to Batum. Down low. And he uses the glass on the layup.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Trailblazers shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Jackson against Lillard. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. 5 to shoot. It's McCollum with the drive. Up and in on the layup. McCollum's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
To the middle. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Lillard. 13 points in the game. Kicks it to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
And, you know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Here's Kennard. 4-point game. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And here's Morris for 3. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Lillard outside. No good. Good work defensively by Morris. Los Angeles leading by 6. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now here's Leonard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Enes Kanter. First trip to the line for him here. No good on the free throw. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Luke Kennard. And he's good on the second. Trailblazers trail by 7. 1:49 left to play in the third. A nice shot by Simons.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Zubac has got 7 points for the quarter.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Pass to Kanter. Kicks it out to Jones. Inside. Here's Giles. Buries it down low. Giles has got his first basket of the night. Here's Rondo. .55 seconds left in the third. George passes to Leonard. It's stolen by Jones. Goes back up, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Here's Giles. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Now just a 3-point Clipper lead. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. Man passes to Oturu. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
And we've reached the end of the third. Clippers ahead. They're up by 5. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them And what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Derek Jones. Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Rondo kicks to Kennard. On the wing, Batum. Hands it from downtown.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Kanter, the pass to Simons. Back to Kanter, and stolen by Patterson. And now they decide to foul intentionally. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Jones. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Rajon Rondo. And it's Paul George in for Jackson.
And once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
George passes to Zubac. And the wide open shot from Morris. No good on the 3. Trailblazers trail by 6. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Trailblazers keep it alive. Five on the clock. Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
With excellent footwork, Nurkic remains effective in those pick and roll situations.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Kennard, the pass to Zubac. And here's Morris for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Lays it up and banks it in. And now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
I mean, call him a combo guard to whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost, and when he puts it on the deck, the young fella is going to the hoop.
And it's George missing. Trailblazers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Powell with it. George picks him up. Back to Powell. To tie it up. And the rejection by Zubac. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Kennard kicks to Morris. Back to Kennard. To the paint. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Lillard attacking. And the rejection by Zubac. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Enes Kanter's checked in for Robert Covington. Kennard against McCollum. And here's George for 3. Down low, puts it up from 7. And Zubac puts it in. And now a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
George against McCollum. Pass to Powell. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. And they call the foul, so and here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. They have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video reviews showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Lillard attacking. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
George against McCollum. Right side Leonard. Inside, Nurkic with the steal.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
You know what? Their focus right now, every possession has to yield points.
Pass to Batum. Kennard with the ball. There's the dish to George. High post, Zubas.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's a wrap. Those free throws being the nail in the coffin.
And McCollum puts up a deep 3. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. And they'll have some minutes to make up for it with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at small forward.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Lillard with no one around. They grabbed their own miss. Nurkic missed inside.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Back to Giannis. The Bucks working the ball around. Lillard left side. The good-looking shot from the wing.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Holiday against Lillard. Holiday gets the bucket.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Lillard outside. Passes it to Powell. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, you know, when you shoot the ball as well as Middleton does, you want to be hungry in looking for your shots. I mean, shot hungry is a good thing when you've got the stroke that he has, mid-range and long distance.
And a wide open look for McCollum. That three off the mark.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here is Lillard. The rebound by Holiday.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And McCollum with the block. 3-on-3. Nurkic with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Portland again missing.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Giannis drives in. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against Portland.
You know, when Antetokounmpo puts his head down, man, it is a really terrifying sight for the defense when this guy's coming at you all limbs and arms and size and ball skills. Usually you just end up hacking away at him to stop him from getting to the hoop.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Here's Simons to stop the run. And the layup is good. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Here's Jones following the basket by Chris Middleton. And good that time.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now here is Holiday. Antetokounmpo.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
And so it's Milwaukee now, following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. Here's Giannis. And it's Portland with the rebound. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. It's Solomon to Antetokounmpo. And it's the Bucks on the break. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Great positioning on the putback.
P.J. Tucker always active on the boards and doesn't give the defense a chance to box him out.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kanter, the pass to McCollum. From deep three-point range. Knocks it loose. Jones against Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Shot from the inbound. Off the left rim and out.
the defense there got away with a major lapse.
Jones from outside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
It's pretty clear that Middleton takes pride.
And so it's Milwaukee going into the break with a 10-point lead. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up.
Definitely the game will slow down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far from Milwaukee?
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Derek Jones. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point guard. Here is Forbes. To the inside, stolen by Kanter. And now Portland on the break. Jones is running. Outside Anthony. Feeds it to Kanter. Great D that time from Portis. Bucks leading by 8. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Portland making a change here. Lillard's checked in. Here's Portis. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Three-pointer, Lillard sinks the triple. Lillard's got 5 now.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
Here is Forbes, covered by Lillard. Forbes, the pass to Portis. Over Kanter. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Trailblazers trail by 7. Jones finds Anthony. Powell, no one around him. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Powell's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
The shot's good from Forbes. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Three-pointer, Lillard, and the Trailblazers, another 3.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
It's good. Portis has got his second basket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
And there's the pass to Connaughton. Here's Portis. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Now, here's Lillard. Tight defense on him, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
A different look now for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Jones. Middleton is doubled. Holiday gets the bucket.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Pass to Nurkic. And it's sent back by Lopez. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. And Portland has possession. It's a 5-point game. Powell finds Lillard. Shot clock at 6.
You know, one of the things that makes Holiday such a terrific defender is his long arms. I mean, he excels at using them no matter who he's defending.
And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break king.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Right side Holiday. Here's Lopez. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Lopez has got his first points of the night.
Taking it strong. Nice finish by the big fella. Way to get after it, Lopez.
And some good action. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They lead by 5. Kenny, what was... And that should...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. Lopez outside. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint.
And though he's still young, Giannis Antetokounmpo is already elite. I mean, his athleticism and length, really hard to contain.
Pass to Lopez. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Lopez has got his second bucket of the night.
Nice awareness from the young forward. Giannis Antetokounmpo showing he wants to work it to his guys.
Nurkic in the post. Lopez is there. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Nurkic. Holiday against Lillard. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Passes to Lopez. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Milwaukee shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Middleton's so highly productive and consistent. A steady contributor night in and night out.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. Holiday. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Now McCollum. Simons, the pass to McCollum. outside, Jones, just 5 on the clock. Cantor finds McCollum. He nails it, and we're tied up. McCollum's got 5 now.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Middleton inside the three-point line, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And the Bucks with some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And Forbes kicks to DiVincenzo. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
The pass to McCollum. Back to Giles. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Giles has got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers. Down low, and Portis throws it down.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Simons, the pass to Jones. Here's Simons, pass to Giles. The dish to Cantor. Lopez with the steal. Fast break, here they come. Launches the 3. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Forbes has got his second bucket.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
A different look now for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Harry Giles. And Norman Powell subbed in for Derek Jones. The Bucks also changing it up. P.J. Tucker comes in for Brook Lopez. And Middleton subbed in for Bryn Forbes. Middleton on the wing. He's got 5. No good with the wing jumper. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. Trailing by 2. Leaps for it. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Damian Lillard's checked in for Anthony Simons. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
I'm sorry.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Bucks on top, leading by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Covington in at the 4. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's Giannis. Middleton for 3. No good on that one. Now Portland takes it the other way.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Bucks lead by 4.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
And for Portland, they're shooting for the game at 42%. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Three-pointer, Lillard. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
And Holiday is right there. And now a 6-point Milwaukee lead.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Powell dishes to Nurkic. Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Nurkic against Lopez.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backboard.
The shot by Powell, no good. And the Bucks with possession. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
Trailblazers trail by 10. Lillard looking around. To the middle, Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. Powell for 3. Cantor. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Holiday with it. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. Shoots over Powell. And that one hits back iron. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. And Cantor throws it down.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Holiday against Lillard. Kick out to Giannis. Makes it off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 8.
When Antetokounmpo is driving, he's locked in on finishing no matter what the defense hits him with.
1:12 left in the fourth quarter. Lillard from deep three-point land, from beyond the arc, and then some.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Pass to Giannis. Back to Holiday. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. Shot clock at 5. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Lillard against Holiday, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's McCollum for three. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver.
Middleton on the wing. Holiday against McCollum. Holiday looking over the floor. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for... Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast. And a couple of injuries among their reserves. I expect their starters guys will be ready to do whatever's needed.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Ivica Zubac, Luke Kennard out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Morris in at the 4 slot. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Offline with his 3. It's stolen by Morris. Over Lopez. That one doesn't drop. And Milwaukee the other way now. Holiday attacking. He's off on that one.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Shots good by Kennard. And these teams both among the league's better defenses, Brent, with advanced stats and tracking. Do you think it's getting easier to measure and quantify what goes into great defenses?
I think there's technology, Kevin, that still needs to come along in order for some of the analytics guys to really truly assess positional defenders and where some of their arms and legs are. That will really help them define how these defenses are impacting some of the offenses and the way they play. That's a battle down there. It's one of the reasons Lopez has been in this league for over a decade. Solid effort. Just a bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
Inside, it's stolen by Morris. Leonard on the wing, over Middleton. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Everyone knew Leonard would be a plus rebounder and defender coming out of college, but not many people saw elite scorer and NBA Finals MVP on his resume.
Now here is Holiday. High post Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. On the wing, Morris. Outside for George. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Holiday throws it down.
Giannis, if you talk about maturity, the next thing you're going to see is him playing with great patience. Let the play unfold and then take what the defense gives you.
Now, here's George. To the paint. Zubac's the pass to Leonard. Over Middleton. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
The strength and that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
Passes it to DiVincenzo. George against Holiday. Outside, Antetokounmpo. It's good.
This is what makes Giannis such an elite player, his ability to score in those difficult situations down low with lots of bodies around.
Outside, George. His three-pointers off the mark.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And they'll keep possession. And that one's good by Giannis. George with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Count it, good.
Yeah, Paul George on the inside, comfortable knowing where he can get to, just tries to find a sliver of room in order to get that shot off.
Holiday looking for an opening. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Outside, George. And the pass to Leonard. 24 seconds left to play in the first.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going. Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Bucks on top. They lead by 3. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Reggie Jackson out there with Batum. That's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Patrick Patterson, and it's man in at the shooting guard.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Batum. Pass to man. 6 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Patterson. Shoots over Portis. Warog grabs the board.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Outside for Jackson. From deep. He can't hit that time. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Tucker with the ball. And Batum picks him up defensively. And here's Tucker. Right side, Portis. Here's Forbes. And the 3 off target.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That is his first foul of the game. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Oturu, and he jams it with authority.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Forbes, the pass to Portis. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Here is Forbes after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Connaughton. Oturu with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Man can't hit. Milwaukee leading by 4. Portis drives in. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Oturu, the pass to Patterson. Launches a three. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Middleton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Picked him clean. Oturu, the pass to Batum. It's stolen. Here's Connaughton. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Clippers trail by 4. Man passes to Oturu. Outside for Jackson. They get the rebound. It's off his foot, and it's whistled a kick. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Now here's Leonard. The three hits the three-point bomb. Leonard's got 7 points.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has worked so hard on his shooting to become more consistent, specifically the three-point shot.
Now here is Holiday. 43 seconds left to play in the first half. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Excellent D there from George. For Los Angeles, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Pass to Morris to the middle. Got a piece of it. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Lopez controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Bucks lead by 3.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They didn't get more than a one-possession lead in the period. 3 points was as big as it got. They're in good position at the half after a second quarter that... And that'll do it.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the pivot, manning the middle. Here's Giannis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Middleton against Batum. Just 5 to shoot. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Middleton for 3. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They trail by 6. Here's Oturu. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Frankie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Clippers trail by 9. Morris passes to George. Back to Morris. This is it to Zubac. Shoots over Tucker. And the rejection by Giannis.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
George passes to Kennard. Here's Zubac. Holiday with the block.
Now get that out of there. That's all timing right there. Drew Holiday continuing hustle play.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power. Hammering down the two-hand slam. Now here is George. The pass to Kennard. They could use a bucket, and stolen by DiVincenzo. On the wing, Giannis. Pass to DiVincenzo. Outside Holiday. And the rejection by Zubac. Leonard inside, guarded by Tucker, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And that's so difficult. You just try to challenge Kawhi's shot, think you've timed it perfectly, but instead, it's an up fake.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Clippers.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
1:25 left here in the third quarter. To the wing on the left. Zubac against Portis. And he banks in the layup. And the Bucks lead by 13.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
George passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
Milwaukee leading by 11. Here is Forbes. Pass to Connaughton. Now Portis. The Clippers grab the miss. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Leonard on the wing. Three-pointer. That one's not going to go. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Tucker, nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Back to Zubac. No good with the layup. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So for the Clippers right now, we've got Reggie Jackson. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Zubac in at the center. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. Feeds to Lopez. Now Holiday back to Lopez. Great D that time from Leonard. Clippers trail by 13. Here's Jackson. Up top Zubac. Defended by Middleton. Outside Leonard. Clippers moving the ball around. Morris, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Passes to Lopez. Holiday against Jackson. Left block shot on the way. And the nice bucket inside from Holiday. And the Bucks lead by 15. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's George. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. They get it again. Portis kicks to Lopez. Here's Connaughton. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, there are some ways to fire up your teammates. That right there is one of them, thanks to Kawhi Leonard.
Bucks leading by 13. Outside Holiday. Now the feed to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
With Paul George, it's pretty awesome. You get the whole package. You get great scoring. You get good playmaking and rebounding. You get a defender with active hands. And there's a lot of things about Paul George that can elevate everything you do to have great team success.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Luke Kennard comes in for Reggie Jackson. Now here's Antetokounmpo, off target from the baseline.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
And that one's good, Leonard.
And that's the high motor, the long strides we're always talking about with Leonard, killing it in transition.
Here is Forbes. DiVincenzo passes to Nora. Paul George with the steal. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Yeah, kind of fun when you see his personality come out in his game like that.
Milwaukee leading by 7. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Outside Portis. Shoots. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
George from deep three-point land. The shot will not fall. And Milwaukee the other way now. And Forbes kicks to Portis. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Leonard. George against Portis. Over George. Milwaukee, no good that time either. On offense, here are the Clippers. Big stretch here going 10-2. Left side, Batum. Kennard for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Here is Forbes. There's the pass to Noro. 24 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Paul George with the steal.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Kennard kicks to George. Yes!
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
Inside, here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
And so the Bucks take the win. Probably. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And it was quite a display as the Trailblazers arrived at the arena. And the injury report for both teams, players who will not be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
The starters for the Portland Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward. And for Los Angeles, Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Kennard in at the shooting guard. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Down low, Nurkic with the steal. Fast break, here come the Trailblazers. Powell, that's good.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Lillard against George. Zubac in the post. The second chance effort. Nurkic with the block. In the corner, George with it. Shoots over Lillard. Oh, and there is George making a fantastic play.
Nice play by George. This is what size on the wing gives you, the option to pick your spot anywhere on the floor.
Now, here's Lillard. Kicks it out to McCollum. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Yeah, and the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
To the inside, Nurkic. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Leonard kicks to Zubac. Outside, George. To the paint. Nurkic with the block.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back.
George has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Lillard outside. Back to Nurkic. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Leonard. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
This is the kind of teammate Batum is. You like seeing him share it like this.
To the middle, stolen by Zubac. George against Lillard. George looking around. Down low. Nurkic with the block. And he's able to get it back.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
And that one, good.
Yeah, and the blinding quickness right there on display for McCollum. He excels at leaking out and capitalizing in the open floor.
Leonard against Powell. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on. Here's Jackson. The Blazers getting the bucket. Inside. Here's Mann, defended by Jones. Morris passes to Oturu. Jackson has the open look. Off target from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Giles. Pass to Simons. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. And stolen by Patterson. Passes it to Mann. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Oturu. Back to Jackson. 5 on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Oturu's shot is off. Trailblazers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Now the pass to Giles. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. A miss that time would have put him up. Here's Jackson. Banked in off the glass.
And Jackson is very good at catching the D off guard, especially inside where he needs to be fast and getting that shot off.
Here's Simons. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Clip. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, governing the split second chance opportunities. I mean, that's what has them in the lead right now.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, they've got Enes Kanter. Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Leonard, the pass to Patterson, and it's blocked.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Kanter has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
And here's McCollum for 3. That shot missing. And the Clippers will come the other way. Outside for Jackson. Off target with his 3. A chance here to retake the lead.
You can see the intensity on display here these last few minutes.
Jones in the post, covered by Morris. Leonard against McCollum. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Takes a 3. The rebound by Patterson. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Kicks it out to Leonard. There's the triple. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got 5 rebounds tonight. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Shoots from 14. Los Angeles with another miss.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
And it's slammed in by Jones.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now here's Jackson. He feeds it to Patterson. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Patterson's got his first 2 points of the night. Simons surveying the D. Here's Kanter. Crafty move, and it's good on the way in. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
A true inside-outside player. We know Kanter can hit a 3, but he's at his best closer in.
Outside Jackson. The feed to Patterson. Back to Jackson. Pass to Mann. Stolen by McCollum. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Anthony leading the charge. Jones finds Anthony. Back to Jones. Kicks it out to McCollum. Lets it go. Outside, Jones. The dish to Anthony. Here's Kanter. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Kanter's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Jackson, it's tipped. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. So Portland ends up going with the new group. 1:33 left in the first half. Powell with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And the dunk by Powell.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
Yeah, and defensively, you'd like to see a greater effort to change ends.
Now, here's George. Lays it up off the glass. George has got his second bucket of the night.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Poke loose. Nurkic kicks to Covington. Passes it to Powell. Fires the three. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And George, here we go. Count that one. Now just a 2-point Trailblazer lead.
Oh, as good as he is at creating his own shot, Kennard is also a solid distributor. Doesn't miss the open man when he spots him.
There's 25 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Nurkic finds Covington. Clock at 6. Here's Lillard to score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And whether he's creating for himself or spotting up, Lillard's jumper is whizzing.
Outside, George. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Lillard. That one, no good. And that's it for the first. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And George, here we go. And that one, good. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Portland shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
The free throw drops for Powell. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And George, here we go. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
A guy with George's focus can shrug off the contact. He won't let the defender disrupt his rhythm.
Nobody near Lillard. Good on the triple. Lillard's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers.
Rock solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
And George, here we go. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Lillard. He kicks to Covington. And here's McCollum for 3. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Back to Batum. Pass to Kennard. Leonard on the wing. 6 to shoot. Portland grabs the miss.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
And here's McCollum for 3.
And he's lucky his teammates have picked up the slack for him. I mean, his shooting has been horrific.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Paul George.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lillard against George. Nurkic. Lillard outside. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Nurkic with the steal. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself. Basket counts. Now it's a 7-point Portland lead.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
And George, here we go. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Lillard outside. He dishes it to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. A 3-pointer off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's George. The second effort. And the layup is up and in. George has got 18 points.
And I like the anticipation of George on the glass there. A veteran sense of where the miss is going.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Giles the pass to Cantor. Back to Giles. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Giles has got his second basket of the game.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Here's Jackson. Comes up empty down low. Portland leading by 5. Giles kicks to Jones. There's the pass to Simons. Here's Giles. 4 on the clock. Cantor trying to free himself up. And it's Giles missing.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to get the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
Out to Morris. It'll count. No good on the last second attempt there. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Portland out in front, up 5. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point. Clippers trail by 5. Kennard with the ball. Kanter covering. Kennard, the pass to Rondo. No good from outside. Anthony with it. Feeds it to Kanter. Pass to Simons. Back to Kanter. Pass to Simons. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 7 rebounds in the game.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Damian Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Now here's Powell. To the inside. Here's Anthony. Kanter trying to free himself up. And that one's good, Anthony. Anthony's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it.
Now, whenever Jackson is driving, the D is nervous. He is just brilliant at completing his drives to the rack.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Lillard looking around. From downtown, makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
And Jackson gets it to go.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
And so they foul intentionally. For the Clippers, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Patterson. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Paul George in for Reggie Jackson. Nurkic checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Norman Powell. 5 to shoot. Anthony kicks to McCollum. Shoots over Leonard. And too long on the shot. Clippers trail by 6. That one goes in.
And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
To the paint. Here's Nurkic. Dishes to Kanter. That one good for 2. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And George, here we go. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. Here's George.
Oh, and what hustle on defense from Nurkic. I mean, great at staying in place and in knowing scores.
The shot by Anthony, no good.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
The shot by George, no good. Trailblazers leading by 6. Pass to Anthony. Out to the wing. George against Lillard. Back to Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Here's Kanter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Crafty pump fake by Kanter right there. Outwitted the defender and won himself a trip to the line.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Luke Kennard comes in for Morris. Portland also making some changes. Robert Covington comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Norman Powell subbed in for Anthony. George against Lillard. And there's the pass to Kennard. Kicks it out to Leonard. Fires the three. No good there. And it's Portland the other way. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
Batum, good.
And really, Batum just finds a way to knock down these clutch shots. His poise is simply incredible.
Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. Zubats against Covington. Lillard outside. From deep three-point range. So the Trailblazers win it. A true David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.